Well, this is unexpected. The Eternals Rotten Tomato score is sitting at 72%. You wouldn't know it, though, but the majority of what the critics say on Twitter, because, well, this movie's different. It's beating down expectations. It's a triumph. I think they said this one's a triumph. I don't know. Every Marvel movie that comes out is somehow the greatest movie ever made. So they have to come up with different words for every movie. But if you read between the lines on what they're saying on Twitter, they're basically saying the movie sucks. Which, I mean, is anybody surprised that this movie is probably terrible? It's got 10 characters, and the villains look like they're basically mindless zombie-looking demon creatures or something. So basically, an origin movie with 10 people in it. It's too crammed. It's a crammed movie, basically. Very little room for story. So it's my prediction is it's going to be the most generic, boring Marvel movie yet. But it's still going to make a bunch of money. I bet you it'll probably make more than Shang-Chi did. That's my prediction. Because people just gobble this shit up now. And it's almost kind of pathetic and funny at the same time. This shit is stale now. I'm just over Marvel at this point. But this movie's it's not gonna be a good movie, but people are gonna praise it and go see it because the stands will see everything. But I'm kind of shocked that it's getting such a low score. In fact, it's now lower than Captain Marvel and Black Widow, which is kind of funny. So it's gonna have its experimental in theaters only, I think November 5th. So it'll be fun to just watch this box office. I'm going to say 100 million its first week. And it'll probably hit 300 something million after a couple of weeks. It's going to be a massive, colossal hit and reinforce the fact that people will just praise generic garbage. Because from what I hear, Dune is actually a great movie. And, no one's even talking about it. It's a shame. I haven't watched it yet. I plan on watching it this week, actually. I'm just not really in a rush. Not really in a rush. But anyway, Eternals looks like dog shit. Eternals reviews offer it's a big mess and disappointing. So the weight of complicated exposition weakens the energy of Eternals a little too often. It's at its best when it focuses on the Eternals recreating their family, the humor of it, and the passion when they fight for each other and the things they love. Eternals may not be the worst of the Marvel movies, but it's undoubtedly the most disappointing. People actually giving real reviews. It's crazy. Eternals is a mess. One of Marvel's most ambitious movies in years is also one of its weakest since Thor: The Dark World. You're comparing it to Thor: The Dark World, that's not a good thing. Okay, that movie sucks. It's in fact one of the worst. I'd put it down there with Black Widow and Captain Marvel. It's a pretty bad movie. It's god awful. Iron Man 2, not the worst movie. Because that's always what comes up. Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 2 when people are ranking movies. I actually think Iron Man 2 is a little underrated. I think it's a good movie, actually. A little underrated on the list. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. So, yeah, this movie is going to be dog shit. And guess what? If you don't like this movie, we already have the comments coming in. You are now phobic. That's right. You're an ist-phobe if you don't like this movie. I haven't heard anybody complain about this. So apparently one of the characters is two dudes, and they're not quiet about it. I personally don't care. As long as the movie is good, and this movie is not going to be good from what I'm seeing. So if you don't like it, this is going to be the reason why, and this is going to be the reason why you don't like it. Like, this is why you hate it, and this is why you criticize it. They're already preparing that narrative. It's starting right here. So look forward to that. It's going to be like just with Captain Marvel. Remember how if you didn't like Captain Marvel, you just didn't like women? Well, now, with the Eternals, you're now going to be an ist-phobe in this way. So it never ends. I don't know when people are going to wake up and see that this is bullshit, but whatever. I haven't heard anybody complain about this. Maybe like a couple handful of people of on Twitter or something are bitching about this, but for the most part, nobody cares. And a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that the movie just sucks and no one's looking forward to it. I haven't seen any ist-phobe comments though. Kristen Stewart has though. She's come out. She railed him, slayed him, queen. Oh, and before we go, I just wanted to show you this. I doubt anybody cares about Miss Marvel. I just wanted to comment on the fact that apparently, if this is real promo art, at least Cosmic Book News is saying it is. This new poster shows off what the rumors have been saying for about a year now, and that's that she's going to now be a Green Lantern ripoff, basically, and use technology for her powers. So you can see here, like, this isn't her hand. Like, she has embiggen powers, whatever that means. She can change her body shape, but she just always makes her hands gigantic. It's pretty cringy. Like, no woman in the world wants that superpower to have giant man hands, literally. So they're changing it up a little bit to make her more like the Green Lantern, which I honestly think is a much better idea. She's also no longer an Inhuman. Inhumans are awful, awful, awful comic book characters. So getting away from that, that's a good thing. So, you know, they're making improvements here. I can't criticize. I think this is a smarter idea than making her with giant man hands and human in the MCU. So who knows? I still think the costume looks awful. She, like I've always said, she looks like she got that costume on a Walmart pajama rack at clearance. It's terrible, lazy, and just looks awful. Looks like pajamas. So, you know, we'll see what they do. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up. Also, take a moment. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. There's something going on right now, and they've been unsubscribing people. So just take a second and double check on that and subscribe if you're new.